Imagine cutting your monthly food bill completely in half while still eating the steak salmon and fresh avocados you love. It sounds like one of those sketchy internet clickbait promises, but it is actually a very real transformation that a normal guy achieved while living in the middle of New York City. He went from panicking over a $150 grocery receipt to confidently spending just $48 a week. He didn't not do it by starving himself or just living on grains every day. He simply learned how to stop playing the rigged game that modern grocery stores want you to play. We have all been there, standing at the checkout line watching the total climb higher and higher while looking at a cart that barely has anything in it. You bought some fruit, a box of cereal, a couple of pieces of meat, and suddenly you owe $100. It feels incredibly discouraging, especially when you are doing everything right by cooking at home and avoiding expensive food delivery apps. You start to feel like saving money is this impossible mountain to climb. But the truth is, fixing your budget is actually easy once you see the hidden psychological traps hidden in the aisles. When most people realize they're spending too much money on food, their first instinct is to change where they shop. They will hop on a train or drive across town to a trendy discount store hoping for a miracle. But if you change your location without changing your actual habits, you are just wasting your time and transit money. If you buy the exact same high-cost items at a cheaper store, your total bill is barely going to budge. The real secret to saving money does not start at the grocery store entrance. It starts with a complete shift in how you look at food. Let us look at the biggest bank account killer hiding in plain sight, which is name brand breakfast cereal. People will easily drop $10 on a single box of cereal without even blinking. But if you think about it, cereal is mostly sugar and empty carbs that leave you feeling hungry again in less than an hour. On the other hand, a $10 bag of plain rolled oats can literally feed you breakfast for weeks. If you think oatmeal is boring, you are just preparing it wrong. It is a blank canvas that you can customize in infinite ways without spending a fortune. You can mix in a spoonful of peanut butter and some fruit for a filling meal, or add cocoa powder and a dash of honey to create what people call a lazy brownie breakfast. Some people even make savory oatmeal with mushrooms, soy sauce, and a soft boiled egg. Suddenly you are eating a high-quality meal that feels like a fancy restaurant dish but costs pennies per serving. The moment you step away from the flashy boxes in the cereal aisle and embrace versatile staples, you instantly reclaim a massive chunk of your hard-earned money. Another massive trap is the modern obsession with marketing buzzwords like cage-free or organic. We are conditioned to feel guilty if we do not buy the absolute most expensive version of an item. But in reality, a lot of these labels do not mean what you think they mean for the actual quality of the product. Standard store brand eggs taste identical and have the same basic nutritional profile as the ones with the pretty pastoral artwork on the carton. Choosing the generic store brand is the easiest way to save money because it is often the exact same food. Now let us talk about protein, because this is usually where everyone blows their entire budget. If your grocery cart is consistently loaded with fresh beef fillets and wild-caught fresh salmon fillets, you are going to be broke. You do not have to become a strict vegetarian to save money, but you do need to learn how to decenter meat from the absolute star of your plate. Instead of buying expensive skinless and boneless chicken breasts, you can switch to chicken legs or thighs with the skin still on. They are significantly cheaper and actually taste better because they stay juicy. If you absolutely love salmon, you do not have to give it up entirely. You just need to stop buying it fresh from the seafood counter where prices are artificially inflated. If you walk over to the frozen aisle, you can often find a massive 2-pound bag of frozen salmon fillets for a fraction of the cost. The secret that supermarkets do not want you to know is that frozen seafood and frozen fruits are often higher quality than the fresh stuff sitting on display. They are picked and frozen at peak ripeness, preserving all the nutrients perfectly. Fresh exotic fruits like mangoes, avocados, and out-of-season berries travel thousands of miles to get to your store. You are paying a massive premium for that logistics nightmare. A simple bag of frozen mango cubes can be thawed overnight in your fridge and it will taste incredible on your morning yogurt for a quarter of the price. By relying on frozen staples for your smoothies and baking, you eliminate the painful experience of watching expensive fresh produce rot in your refrigerator crisper drawer before you even get a chance to use it. It also helps to change how you categorize luxury items in your mind. Instead of viewing things like fresh avocados or high-end steak as standard weekly necessities, try looking at them as entertainment purchases. Treat them the same way you would look at buying a movie ticket or going out for a drink with a friend. When you view them as special treats rather than everyday rights, you enjoy them much more and you stop mindlessly tossing them into your shopping cart every single Monday. It keeps your budget grounded while keeping your meals exciting. To really maximize your financial freedom, you also have to look slightly outside of the kitchen counter. Our budgets usually suffer from a death by 1,000 cuts through subscription creep and unnecessary monthly bills. For example, a lot of people are completely overpaying for their cell phone plans, spending $50 to $80 a month out of pure habit. Switching to a budget carrier can instantly drop that bill down to $15 a month. That extra $35 saved goes directly back into your pocket, covering a huge chunk of your food costs. When you combine smart shopping with minor lifestyle tweaks like switching to reusable cloth towels instead of burning through expensive paper towels, the savings multiply rapidly. It creates a beautiful compounding effect where you suddenly find yourself with extra money at the end of every single month. You do not feel deprived because your lifestyle hasn't actually degraded. You are still eating delicious salmon bowls and fresh bananas, but you are doing it with the quiet confidence of someone who actually understands the true value of a dollar. Living frugally isn't about punishing yourself or scraping by on the absolute bare minimum. It is about being intentional and refusing to let clever supermarket marketing dictate how you spend your cash. Once you master the art of the frozen aisle, embrace the power of generic store brands, and optimize your hidden monthly bills, saving money becomes second nature. It stops being a stressful chore and turns into a fun, rewarding game that you win every single day.